One of the most important things that you need to do in your life is choose your own morality. And what I mean by this is decide how you want to live your life, decide how you want to view the world. And the reason why I feel like this is really important and something that I've personally done to myself is I started to realize, like, or I would say, like, when I was like freshman year, sophomore year of college, like I would think to myself, like, what's the most correct way to live? Because I was so confused why so many people can have so many like differing opinions, have so many disagreements, disagree on this, that, and whatever. I was like, bro, well, what's the right thing to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like weird, but that's what I used to think. I'm like, okay, what's the right thing to do? What's the right thing to do? And I kept asking myself this question, and it's almost like I was searching for it. I got literally like on the internet, like, what's the most right way to live? Like, how, or even on YouTube too, like, what's the right way to live? Because I was trying to figure out, okay, what's the best way? What's the most optimal way to live your life? And I got to a point where I realized there is no answer. You choose. You choose. Maybe this might seem kind of obvious because there's obviously different religions, people believe different things and whatever, right? But it was kind of like, okay, how do I live in a way that's just best for everyone? And I realized, nah, that's not how you do it, man. You got to live in a way that's best for you. What fits you and the way you want to live your life? You see, we don't have a lot of time on this planet, man. We really don't. Like, we don't have a lot of time on this planet. Like, you can't afford to try to live a perfect life per se. Because I guess essentially that's what I was searching for. I'm like, what's the perfect way? And there's none. You have to live a life that you can just personally be proud of. Because at the end of the day, you're the only person that you actually need to prove right. You don't need to prove your parents right. You don't need to prove the rest of your family right. You don't need to prove the person on social media right. You don't need to prove whoever the fuck right, bro. You don't need to prove anybody right. The only person you need to prove right is yourself. Because I got to a point, and this is why I say to myself, like, it's literally mentality over everything. It's mindset over everything. Because the only thing you have full control over in this life is your mind and your mindset. You actually don't have control of really anything else. Because someone can take absolutely everything away from you, but they can't take away your mind and what you think and what you know. And understanding that and realizing that made me think, like, yeah, man, you just have to live true to you because you are the only one who gets to be you. You can't be somebody else. You have to be you. So what that means is, in the same way, you can't have the exact morality of somebody else, right? There is no universal good and evil. There's no like, this is the bad and good. No, it's all perspective. What we view as bad and good is all perspective. So if you want to be able to live a life you can be proud of and enjoy your life, you need to decide how you want to live it and how you are going to be okay with it. That's honestly what you have to do. That's what I had to do pretty much. I was like, damn. So there really ain't a correct way to live. Like, I just got to live based on the way that I like. And that's it, bro. And to me, it's like, okay, in a way, that's the best way to do it. Because not only are you getting to be true to you, you're optimizing the one life that you get. Because let's say you got to do this like 2 or 3 more times, this whole life shit. Let's say you get to do it 2, 3 more times. You're like, okay, I'm kind of gonna believe this life, believe this, that life, believe this, the next life. And cool. You see how, like, in that way it kind of makes sense. But because we only get one life, it's extremely valuable what we choose to believe in and what we choose to do. So in that way, I'm like, okay, the best thing to do is come up with the way you want to live your life, come up with your own morality, your own views. You can listen to a ton of different things, listen to a ton of different people, and based on everything you heard, okay, what do I want? It's crazy that the biggest morality question you can ask for yourself is what do you want? That's the only question you need to really ask yourself. What do you want? How do you want your life to be? Screw everybody else, what everybody else thinks. I'm talking about you by yourself in your room. What do you want your life to be like? How do you want to live your life? Because I mean, once you have those questions answered, boom, now you just do your thing. You don't listen to anybody, even if shit's going good. If people are praising you, people are hating on you, whatever, you just do your thing. Because at the end of the day, like I said, you can only be you. You are with your mind 24/7. As long as you are proving yourself right, then you're living a good life. Fuck what anybody else told you. As long as you're proving yourself right, then you're doing the right thing. That's all that matters. Never live for somebody else. Never live for a religion. Live for you, what you believe, what you feel like is cool. And then you'll live a good life. In life, there's all there really is just consequences. Like, obviously, based off the way you live, there's going to be consequences. But everyone also gets consequences for how they decide to live their life. So it's okay. It's fair in that way. Like, you choose to do what you want, you get these consequences. And everybody gets them. Different consequences, but everybody gets them. So yeah, man, go out and just do your thing, man. Be who you actually want to be. Because there's no other way to live. There's no better way to live.